Guys, what's going on in Chicago, man? It's getting crazy. Women's getting shot. It's going crazy. Women got guns coming down to the Broadview protesting with pistols and stuff. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. Let's see what's happening up in Chicago now with since the National Guard has arrived on the scene. It's crazy. It's crazy. What's happening in Chicago on the scene?
I'm Mike Ajachi in New York. Breaking news right now. Tensions over President Trump's immigration crackdown boiling over in Chicago. We're just getting word that federal agents shot a woman on the city's southwest side after they say she was part of a convoy of cars that rammed their vehicle and then tried to run them over. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem posting on social media that she's now deploying more special operations to control the scene. That as the Trump administration also gets set to send the National Guard to Illinois, according to the state's governor, J.B. Pritzker. The Department of War gave him an ultimatum to either call up the troops or have it done for him. ABC's Alex Prochet is following it all. Alex, let's start with the shooting. What more can you tell us about what unfolded?
Yeah, Ike. So this is something that happened this morning for folks familiar with the Chicago area. This happened in the Brighton Park neighborhood. According to authorities, they say that Border Patrol was conducting a routine kind of route in that area when they say that they were boxed in by approximately 6 cars. They said the vehicles rammed in and boxed in these troops. And they said that once one of these vehicles attempted to run this Border Patrol agents over. That is when they opened fire. They said the person that they shot was a woman. She was someone that was known to CBP. She had been in a bulletin, and they were aware of postings that she had made online, urging folks in that neighborhood to attack agents. Obviously, tensions in Chicago have been high for weeks now, as ICE has conducted operations in the city, but this has certainly been a flashpoint this morning.
Now, Alex,
That's crazy. So the woman's, oh, we got ICE letting loose. Open up the pistols now. They're firing on they're firing on the people now. What's going on, man? People ramming in vehicles. But hey, Chicago's getting wild over there. I thought we was on the West Coast, Wild Wild West. But man, it's the Midwest getting wild. What's your opinion? Leave a comment down below. Subscribe. Let me know what you think.
I want to talk about this ultimatum. What do we know about this ultimatum the Illinois governor says he was given over the National Guard?
Yeah, well, so we know that troops are going to be using Chicago's naval station in Great Lakes. About 300 federal agents are using North Chicago's naval station as a logistical hub for these ramped up operations. President Trump says a surge in immigration enforcement activity in Chicago is all about getting out dangerous criminals in the street. But obviously, that has been something that's been met with a lot of resistance by protesters there in the city. You've seen it kind of spill over this morning in that incident of violence. But it appears as of right now, as you're looking at these images of tear gas that are canisters being shot in the city there as protesters are being urged to disperse and ordered to disperse. This has really kind of been a flashpoint today.
Exactly. And again, you're seeing right now new live images we're getting from Chicago. Like you said, tear gas is what seems to be erupting out there in the streets. It's a very, very contentious situation. You're seeing several federal agents right there dressed in full fatigue going throughout these neighborhoods in Chicago. You can see them right now holding some kind of munitions, pointing them at these protesters here. Alex, if you can just briefly talk to me about just the kind of relationship we're seeing here between these federal agents and these community members. It's quite different than a relationship you would see with just normal police officers and the community there, is it not?
Well, it is, but I mean, let's look at some of the cities where we've seen these ICE operations carried out thus far, right? I mean, remember LA and certainly there have been instances here in DC and other places, but Chicago is largely, or it could be quite possibly the largest and most densest area that we've seen these operations take place thus far. It's also an incredibly diverse city. And so when you look at the positioning of the mayor there, also the positioning of the governor. They've been resistant to any sort of action by the National Guard and certainly by ICE agents there. But we've also seen citizens take to the street and protest, as we've seen some of these raids carried out on the southern and western portions of the city in recent weeks. And today, obviously, that flashpoint where, again, you have this individual, this woman, who was a part of a intelligence bulletin. She was someone that was known to authorities as a potential person of violence. They're saying that she was a part of this group of what appears to be an organized action of these 10 cars roughly ramming these agents, which ultimately resulted in a police involved or an authority involved
Crazy.
shooting here.
Again, we're getting breaking news that a woman was just shot by federal agents in Chicago's southwest side after official authorities say that she was part of a convoy of cars that rammed their vehicle and tried to run them over. Alex Brichet, thank you for that update. I know you'll be keeping us posted.
Okay, guys, this is getting crazy in Chicago. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is getting crazy. Um, we're seeing people are doing things that we didn't think they would do. That they're not respecting the federal government. These are federal officers. These are not state officers. And with the governor and the mayor and their behavior, now things are heightened. That Chicago is one major. It's a U.S. major city. It has over a million people in the greater metropolitan area of Seattle, of Chicago. Um, it's not a small city, and it's dense population. So when you think about that, it's very diverse. It's very It's a major city, a major American city. It's not a small city. It's a major American city. You had O'Hara International Airport. You got to understand, you're gonna have to have some really major uh, crime deterrence there. Now that we're seeing what's happening in New York, it's going to be exposed over here. All these people that they're hiding in apartments and stuff, it's going to be revealed. And we got to deal with it as American citizens. So all these people that's doing all this behavior, I never thought I'd see an American run up into a federal agent. And you look at the federal agents, they're not really, they're pushing people back because they got to. You're getting aggressive. And we saw tactics that they seen that they was teaching these protesters what to do. And you can tell these protesters are not even from Chicago. Many of them are not from Chicago. And many of them, you talking about a predominant black Hispanic neighborhood. If you notice before, there was a lot of mostly white people there. And now you're seeing, now that they got in the media that you're in a predominant black Hispanic neighborhood, uh, you're seeing them now trying to put more Hispanics out front now. If you notice that, it's like it's a game that's being played. This is serious. This is the federal government. We have to take things into serious consideration, and we have to change. Citizens got to step up and get their governor and mayor in line with what's really happening out there in the streets. Now we just got to let these citizens shot. Now there's people ramming into ICE agents. Probably got some of them hurt. Something has to be done. We can't have this. We can't have lawlessness in a major American city like Chicago, and then try to get on the media and clean it up. This is not cool. We don't want this. We're law-abiding citizens. We're Americans. What is your opinion? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. But what I see is getting really crazy out there, and I think things have to be addressed um, before it goes to heighten to another level. And then I don't know what'll happen at that point. But we have to get control of this wild behavior from citizens, and we got to control of this rhetoric that's being spoken in the media uh, to calm down the environment and let the federal ICE take control of what they need to do. They're there to get the criminals out. They're there to get the criminals that had illegal criminals here. Everybody agree with that. Everyone, when you talk to Democrats, they agree to a certain extent. When you talk to Republicans, they definitely agree. You talk to independents, they agree. Everybody's in agreement. Let the federal government do their job. We want to help everybody, but if you're doing crimes in the country, no one wants you here, and you're not from here, and you're legally in the country. Let them do their job, and then we'll sort it out in the back end. All right. I don't want no more Americans hurt. Leave a comment down, subscribe, let me know what you think. Without further ado, we're going to end this one on that note. It's crazy. People getting shot.